Sir Isaac Newton is considered by many to be the greatest and most influential scientist who ever lived. He laid the foundations for most of classical mechanics. In this work, Newton described universal gravitation and the three laws of motion, which dominated the scientific view of the physical universe for the next 3 centuries. He developed a theory of color based on the observation that a prism decomposes white light into the many colors that form the visible spectrum. He formulated an empirical law of cooling and studied the speed of sound. In mathematics, Newton shares the credit for the development of differential and integral calculus. He also demonstrated the generalized binomial theorem, developed Newton's method for approximating the roots of a function, and contributed to the study of power series. Newton was also interested in Prisca Saphientia, or sacred wisdom, which was a common belief of many scholars during Newton's lifetime. The idea was that new discoveries weren't being made so much as they were rediscovering the knowledge of ancient scholars that had been lost over the ages. There is truth to that, since the ancient Greeks contributed many important developments to the field of mathematics, including the basic rules of geometry, the idea of formal mathematical proof, and discoveries in number theory, mathematical analysis, applied mathematics, and approached close to establishing integral calculus. In the 3rd century BC, the first heliocentric planetary system was suggested. The circumference of the Earth was also estimated with great accuracy. Along with his scientific fame, Newton was also a student of the Bible. To Newton, the geometry of Solomon's temple was represented more than a mathematical blueprint. It also provided a time frame chronology of Hebrew history. Newton felt that just as the writings of ancient philosophers, scholars, and biblical figures contained within them unknown sacred wisdom, the same was true of their architecture. He believed that these men had hidden their knowledge in a complex code of symbolic and mathematical language that, when deciphered, would reveal an unknown knowledge of how nature works. Modern scholars have also discovered surprising facts about the temple and tabernacle of Scripture. The Old Testament tabernacle and temples were symbolically designed to point to the end-time reality of God's presence and were representative of Jesus Christ. For people that are interested in this, I recommend the following books: The Temple and the Church's Mission by G.K. Beale, Jesus the Temple by Nicholas Perrin. What I want to take a look at in this 4-part series is the kind of ancient wisdom that is found in the Bible and how it is related to faith, wisdom, and then how these two spiritual realities are connected to the apocalyptic genre. Faith is evidence of wisdom, and the Bible represents both with symbolic imagery, some of which is found in common with other ancient cultures. I apologize in advance for mispronouncing any names.